If you want to make ungodly sum of money investing in real estate, you have to pay attention to this video and make sure you watch it to the end, because I'm going to be revealing a deeply held secret by a few individuals. Yes, and they're not even happy that I'm going to be revealing this secret to you, but I'm going to be doing you that favor. I'm going to reveal this secret to you, and I hope and I pray that you act on it so that eventually you amass your own wealth too, investing in real estate. So what is this secret? Very simple. This secret is what we call development timeline. Yes, development timeline. Now there are some few individuals that understand that Nigerian government, they are very slow when it comes to development of locations or development of things, right? So because of that, it might take locations 10, 15 or even 30 years to develop, and these few individuals don't understand this thing, so it's a secret to them. So what do? These guys, they understand that we have 3 stages of growth when it comes to location, when it comes to real estate. They understand that we have an early stage, we have a growth stage, and we have a maturity stage, and different things happen in these stages. In the early stage has a timeline that is from 0 to 5 years. The growth stage happens from 5 to 15 years, and the maturity stage happens from 15 to 30 years. Another thing that these individuals that have amassed a lot of wealth investing in real estate, another thing that they know how to do very well, another thing that they have actually developed is what we call discipline. Discipline to invest for the long term. Yes. So in the early stage, what happens in the early stage? The early stage, as I said earlier, is from 0 to 5 years. What happens then? Nothing really happens in that particular property or that particular location. It is just majorly a farmland. It's just majorly a farmland, and people don't actually live around there. Even if people live there, it's just scattered houses here and there. Nothing majorly is happening there. But then 2 things or 3 things is very, very important in this stage. Number 1, the location must be accessible. There must not be land dispute in that place, and then at least there must be private interest in that location. That is what is going to help it eventually get to the maturity stage, which is 15 to 30 years. Now we also have number 2, the growth stage. Now the growth stage happens from 5 years to 15 years. You see the timeline. Can you wait? Can you wait for that long? The one thing about these individuals that have amassed a lot of wealth investing in real estate is that they have patience to wait. Yes, they have patience to wait. They understand that real estate is a patience game, especially if you live in Nigeria, where the government pays little, no, or maybe slow attention to development. So in this growth stage that happens from 5 to 15, this is when a lot of attentions are now being drawn in that location. Why? Because the location is accessible, there's no land dispute there, there's private interest, and then eventually hospitals, small markets start springing up here and there. Hospitals, schools start springing up here and there, and before you know, population, because of the closeness of that location to the city center, population now from the city center start going to that side, and then all of a sudden the price of property in an early stage, the property that was selling for maybe just like the Roses that was selling for maybe 1.8 million naira, all of a sudden when it has gotten to the growth stage, it starts selling for 10 million, 5 million, and then about. Why? Because development is now it's now very visible, and it's now start rewarding the early investors, and then that happens from 5 to 15 years, and then we now have the maturity stage. Yes, that is when finally the government now start paying attention. Okay, let's go and develop, let's go and build university here, let's go and do that one there, let's work through the the government now start doing a lot of things there. So that usually happens from the 15 years, from the 15th year to the 30th year, right? Yes, 15 to 30. You can imagine that. So during that period of time now, full-scale development is now happening in that location, and that is when you start hearing that land is selling for maybe 15 million, 16 million, 100 million. In some places in Lagos, you now hear something like 1 billion, 2 billion. That is the value of land. So who gets rewarded? Those that get rewarded are those that bought it earlier, in the early stage. They get rewarded. So my question to you right now is, you have known this secret. Will you have that patience to buy a property when the location is still looking like a thick bush, just like the Roses Estate in Abaona? It's still looking like a thick bush. Nothing is happening there, but then there's a lot of private interest there. There is accessible road network, and there is no land dispute there. You buy your land, you get allocated instantly. Do you have that patience to wait? Do you have that patience to buy? Do wait that you profit in years to come. Think about this, and if you want to really make a lot of money investing in real estate, you have to take action. When you see a property that is not very far from the city center, you have to understand how real estate works, and then you plug it so that eventually you make a lot of money for yourself and for your generations to come.